Weather coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, everyone, to the First Warn 5 Weather Roadshow. Before we show you where we're headed next, I wanted to share with you a new piece of equipment that we've incorporated into the Weather Center. It's called the WeatherBug, or Neighborhood Weather Network. We sent meteorologist Daphne DeLorean to Grand Blanc High School, where they're going to utilize this system as part of their studies.
Hey guys, I'm meteorologist Daphne DeLorean from the First Warn 5 Weather Center, and one way we reach out to the community is through school visits, and today I'm here at Grand Blanc High School. We're learning about the WeatherBug system and how they're going to use it.
We'd like to start using it as soon as possible. My AP Environmental Science course that primarily I would be using the data for, we have a weather unit, a weather and climate unit. We just started, so if we could start using it next week, that would be great, because we're looking at how wind and temperature affect the distribution of life on the planet right now. So
we're looking at a couple things with the WeatherBug installation. First of all, it's to be able to implement it and integrate it within our curriculum, both the high school curriculum, the 7th grade middle school curriculum, and the elementary module where we study weather. So that'll be a great advantage to our students. The other piece of this, it's going to help us administratively and athletically. We've gotten a hold of the lightning module from WeatherBug, and that will help us see when in-cloud and in-ground lightning is coming to better keep our athletes and our fans safer, and students safer too during the day if that weather was to arise.
The WeatherBug has officially been installed in Grand Blanc High School. Both the teachers and the students are very excited to get started, and later in the show, meteorologist Brian Bachman, he visits another school in mid-Michigan, and they're ready to go.
Hello, everyone. I'm meteorologist Brian Bachman. Greetings today from Owosso High School, where I'm heading back to school today to learn a little bit about the new WeatherBug weather station that's been installed here and some of the uses and plans they have for it here at the high school. So let's head on inside and see what we can learn. And now I'm here in the office with Dallas Lintner, who actually spearheaded the project to help bring WeatherBug here. And tell us a little bit about why you were so excited to have WeatherBug in the first place.
Well, for years in athletics, I've used the WeatherBug app, which many people have on their smartphones or iPads and tablets. So it's been very beneficial to us in athletics. And one day a piece of mail came across my desk, and I noticed the WeatherBug logo, so I paid attention, read it, mailed the request for information in, followed up with a phone call, and it turned out the gentleman I spoke to in the Baltimore office of WeatherBug had indicated that there was some grant funding available, and they were looking for schools in our area to install their equipment. And I followed through in communication with that gentleman, and we were able to provide a very nice opportunity for our students in our community.
That's great. And I, actually just sitting here with you, I learned something in the process. WeatherBug is a little more than just kind of weather stations and weather data, right?
Yeah, and it was news to me as well. But Owosso Public Schools, we are very proactive in STEM education for our elementary and middle school students, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And WeatherBug has an entire STEM educational package that's aligned to national standards. So that's what really caught my attention as far as wanting to bring something I already knew was a quality product to our students and to our community.
So now we know that schools like Owosso have WeatherBug. But why is this important to you, the viewer? WeatherBug meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff says the benefits help everyone.
WeatherBug is a nationwide network of weather stations and cameras that deliver real-time, accurate data to TV stations. TV stations aren't going to have to rely on that hour-old data from the airports coming from the National Weather Service. Now they're receiving a real-time stream of data, and you're going to be able to alert viewers to changing conditions as they're changing. As it pertains to schools, when schools become part of the program, they're going to install a weather station on the roof of their building, collect that data, and deliver it into classroom activities that really engage students, not just in science, but also in math and geography, all the STEM subjects that are really taking hold across the country.
And I'm here now with Aaron Belowski. He's a teacher of many sciences: physics, chemistry, astronomy, meteorology. It's one of our favorites, right? And tell us a little bit about how the WeatherBug setup here at Owosso High School has impacted, changed, enriched maybe some of your lessons and things like that.
Yeah, well, the big change we're going to see starting second semester when we actually get into the meteorology class. So the first half of the year is astronomy as an elective, then we pick up meteorology in the second half. But it's really going to allow for a lot more engaging lesson plans that are going to let students get some really hands-on work with it. They're going to get a more inquiry side of it, where they're not just looking in the textbook, but they're actually going to get their hands on stuff and see, all right, this is where this stuff actually comes from. This is how it actually works in the real world.
It's a little more of not just, you know, kind of getting the data straight from the TV or something like that, kind of understanding, like you say, kind of where that comes from.
This is from your own roof.
Great. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Absolutely, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Now, there's a lot more to WeatherBug than simply being just a smartphone app that you can your local weather or something that you have maybe on the desktop of your computer. It's actually made up of a network of over 8,000 weather stations just like this one here, installed on the roof here of Owosso High School. And it has a whole array of different weather instruments. It can collect 27 different types of weather data, everything from a rain gauge to let you know how much rain is falling, how fast it's falling over the course of a given day. We can also see the weather conditions in many locations with the HD cameras that a lot of these stations now have. It, of course, has your anemometer, measures the wind speed and direction there, also factors in the gusts, and also in some cases, as they will soon hopefully have here at Owosso, the ability to detect and alert you to lightning strikes within roughly a 10-mile radius. So a lot of multi-purpose stations just like this bring you your local weather data like what we have here in Owosso.
By building this real-time network of weather stations, WNEM is really becoming the weather leader in Flint. And by having this data, they're able to alert their viewers of changing weather conditions as those conditions are changing. So this real-time network of stations is really going to play a big role in not just delivery of weather data, but it's also, for the school side of things, going to engage students to become scientists and mathematicians and geographers. So it's really going to do twofold of not only helping the TV station play a safety role, but it's also going to engage students to learn in a different sort of hands-on way.
Getting you weather information could take a variety of forms. Meteorologist Brian Bachman shares with you the important side of getting weather on the web.
Hello, everyone, and a very happy Thursday.